scary stuff. And the backyard had a baby ghost in it. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
He wants a baby ghost.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a ghost of a baby or a new ghost.
Oh, that's
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like what?
That's a great question. Mathematically, it's a phenomenal question.
That makes sense. I believe, from my understanding, the ghost of a baby.
Oh damn.
Because in our backyard, we lived in a bad area of Atlanta, and there was Atlanta has a lot of woods, and right beyond our backyard was a stretch of woods, and there was an old graveyard back there. It sounds like a Halloween story, but you could only
In old graveyards, yeah, it's crazy thing to say in a sentence.
an old stinky graveyard.
To not be talking about Scooby-Doo and say that is crazy.
And we would get letters in the mail, like a graveyard tax, and you could see it. There was only 2 graves you could see, and one of them was a baby's grave. It was like 1921 to 1922, so it was a really old grave. And one night I was making chicken in the crock pot, Frank's Red Hot, good chicken to put in a quesadilla, and no big deal, and it was so good. And that's not the point, but and it was good chicken, and yeah, it was so tasty. But I digress. And so I'm there, I'm home alone, and people had like heard like my friends would be sleeping, and they'd hear people walking in the house and doors closing that couldn't be closed, like ghost stuff. And I heard in the backyard what sounded like a cat. I was like, I didn't have to do the noise, but. And I was like, huh? The dog starts freaking out, running back and forth, sniffing the wall, staring at the ceiling, barking at the ceiling. So scared, freaking out, barking at the front door, barking at the back door. And it was a really quiet dog. I've never seen it act like that. And the cat noise is going, and then it slowly turns, and I have this realization: it's not a cat; it's a baby crying. And it was a baby crying in the backyard. I swear it was not a cat. It was a baby crying, like wailing, shrieking, crying right behind the back door, like as if it was crying under the door, like screaming. And I was just, I was so petrified. I was just like standing there, so scared. And eventually it slowly goes away. The next week, 1 week later, the same exact time of night, 1:55 in the morning.
Same chicken quesadilla.
Same chicken quesadilla. I was, and I'm not even kidding, I was in there. I would make it once a week, crock pot. Once a week, delicious Frank's Hot Crock Pot. Frank's Hot Crock Pot. And I'm back there, and I hear it again. And I go, oh, no, it's happening again. Baby cry again. Same time, 1:55 a.m., Saturday, both days. So scary.
That is bananas, bro.
I know, I was very scared. Happy Halloween.
Oh, my God. You saw a baby ghost.
I know. I didn't see it. I didn't want to open the back door, obviously, scared of what I might see. Some sort of strong baby or something. But
Black baby.
black baby.
This is worse than I imagined.
Crazy. No. Oh, my God.
But it's very scary. It's the only paranormal thing that's ever happened to me. It's very scary. But it was a baby, man. It was 100% a baby. And I never heard it again.
Damn.
To this day.
That's crazy. Ehsan, do you have anything like that? Do you
Well,
ever
yeah.
seen? Because I've never had an experience like that with actual ghosts.
Yeah, I would. So the old house that I grew up in, the guy before us died in the house, and it had some fucking wild energy. Wild. I remember one time I was visiting from college. My parents were asleep in their room. I'm asleep in my room, and I just hear footsteps running down the hallway and then slamming the bathroom door.
Oh, God.
That was a big one. There was one time I used to listen to the radio before bed, and then one time it just cut out, and then a voice just started talking through the radio, and then it cut back out and went back to the radio, like in the middle of a song.
What was it saying?
Jumped out. It said something like "join me." It said something
No.
crazy. It said something crazy. I remember I was in high school. That was the last time. Like I remember that night I slept in my parents' bed. I was like, "What the fuck is happening right now?" That shit was crazy. That I've never felt energy like that in that house before. I mean, the Comedy Store in the dark kind of comes close, but that house was fucking nuts. That was a crazy house.
Do you think ghosts haven't come to me because they know, like, oh, this nigga don't play that shit? Like, this guy, he don't fucking play that shit, bro. Like, they're nervous. They're like, yo, don't fuck with Deric. Don't play. Like, you don't play it.
Well,
Yeah, chill.
So-
Like, yo, hey,
So you know how there's a lot of white people are afraid of black people. Imagine being the most white person, and that's what ghosts are. I think that's what it is. It's just fear.
You're saying physically white, like translucent?
Yeah. That's the whitest you can be.
Yeah, it's about as white as it gets.
Yeah, translucent's pretty.
Did you see anything scary at the Comedy Store?
No, I felt energy. I remember being in the. I think I told this to you the other day. I was in the OR early, like really early, because I was doing some sort of writing thing, and I was setting up the chairs. Like we did, like you do at the mothership, set up the chairs. And I was alone, like 4 in the afternoon, and the overwhelming energy was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Whoa.
Like the room was telling me, "Get the fuck out." I was frightened. I was like, I gotta leave. I couldn't stay.
And you stopped setting up chairs immediately and left the room?
Mm-hmm. And I waited till the shift, like the night shift came, and then I restarted resetting up.
Damn. I wonder what would have happened. Some sort of vortex.
Yeah, just that intense. Just that fear that it just you know when you feel like you're being watched.
Yeah.
It felt like that.
Yeah. We were camping one time in Santa Fe, New Mexico. We were camping on BLM land, so like government land, you know?
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter?
That's crazy.
Showing support.
Bacon, lettuce, mayonnaise
And-
What the fuck?
This is pre BLM, so we were like really early on it. So we were like, just really excited. We could tell, we wanted to help, and
So you were camping with your fists up the whole time?
Sleeping, fists up, and trying to make a change, and but this is a weird ass story. So we were in a Walmart, and we were like in the camping section, and this guy walks up to us. Makes what I'm about to say makes no sense. This guy walks up to us, and he's like looking at something, and he turns. And he has like albinism, like he's albino, but he has some version of it where his eyes are red. There's a disease where it makes your eyes like, oh, it was so scary. And
He's a wolf.
it was like, whoa, it was like really jarring. You're like looking at flashlights or something. Like, oh, yeah. Oh! And he was like, you boys looking to do some camping? And it sounds like a Goosebumps thing or something. And we're like, yeah. Like, I don't know why. We should have just been like, no. And he was like, there's this great property you should go camp on. And for some reason, we did. We're like, oh, that sounds good. Scariest guy I've ever seen. And, oh, you seem like you know a lot about abandoned properties. Scary ghoul, man. And, yeah, so we went and camped in this place called, we didn't figure out till the next day, but it's called Diablo Canyon. So it's literally Devil's Canyon. Yeah. And it's in the middle of the desert in Santa Fe, and we're setting up, and we're about to camp, and there's no stars, and there's no insects. It's completely silent. We're in the middle of the desert. No insects, no noise at all, no light, completely dark. And we both were setting up, and we got that feeling of like, oh, no. Like something changed. Like we felt fine, and we're like, oh. My friend was like, we got to get out of here. And I was like, okay. And then we weren't crying, but then we went to a Motel 6. But
The scarier place.
Yeah, it's like out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yeah, the Motel 6, it was really scary. Actually, the next day I went and saw Hereditary for the first time. So it was just a scary weekend.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Scary weekend. I was the only one in the theater, and when the movie would go, you know how it does that?
Right.
I would go, stop. Like that's someone was messing with me.
Yo, that's crazy. To be in the movie theater, stop.
Stop. I'm not kidding. I yelled. I was the only one in there. So I thought it was like an usher fucking with me.
Right.
Stop. Quit.
Oh my God.
That's so
embarrassing.
crazy.
Pretty wild.
Oh,
Great
damn.
place.
There was one time here that after we recorded, we were like closing down, and it had gotten late. It was like a late night, and Josh and I like hear a door, and he goes, "Fuck no!" Like people sometimes walk in, like we gotta make sure. So he walks over there, and he was like, "There's nobody. There's nobody here, and there's nobody in the cameras, but like we both heard like a door closing."
It's the Black Rabbit.
Here's the Black Rabbit.
Black
It's the
Rabbit.
Black Rabbit.
It's the Black Rabbit.
It's the Black Rabbit. He comes at noon. Oh my God.
That's scary.
Yeah, that is. I don't have any like paranormal like where I felt
Where you felt like someone was
Yeah,
watching you.
yeah, I've never. I mean, I guess because in the Comedy Store, sometimes you'd go get the ladder, like you'd have to change the marquee. You'd have to do it late at night, so the main room would be shut down already, so the lights would be down. But you have to go to the back of the main room in the dark to get the ladder, and that would be scary. But also, it just was scary not because of.
No, it's because someone could be.
It was
back
just
there.
like this is just a dangerous place.
Right.
It's just we let homeless people come in all
Right.
the time and they sleep here.
Right.
So it was more scary just because it was scary. You know what I mean?
Legitimate threat.
Yeah, sometimes you forget that it's like, was this paranormal? It's like, no, people kill people.
Right.
And you get nervous about that.
So freaky. People would try to sleep in there.
Oh yeah, people would sleep there.
Where would they hide?
I know Trey would sleep, said he slept there before. People, you can just like, I guess if you hid and stayed in.
There was a time where they didn't have they didn't get the Comedy Store didn't get security cameras till 2015.
Okay.
So